Hello, buddies. How are we doing? All right. That's what I like to hear. Welcome, everybody, to Drag Heels, Season 3, our closing night. We have here tonight the debut of a one-woman show. Please welcome to the stage the rock star comedian. She's done Just for Laughs, and she's gonna do it again in Toronto later this fall. Please put your hands together for Al Val!
Thank you. Yes, yes. What's up, cutie pies? Hi. Front row. Look at how cute you guys are, all smushed together. Everybody's clapping like this, like a bunch of seals. It's beautiful. Hi, I am so excited to be here. I'm so thrilled to be here in a beautiful room full of life and energy with so many people who share one common, beautiful, poignant thing. Anybody else have a lockdown-triggered identity crisis? Just me? Anybody else? No? Anybody else find themselves in the throes of this combo boredom and depression and think, growing my own set of tits could be fun? Yeah, okay, 2 or 3 people. I mean, I've been a year on hormones and I'm still kind of waiting for it to happen. But like, you know, my eyes are up here, sir. I've never cried so much in my entire life and I've never been happier. Boo. Okay, mixed response, all right. Online dating is tough. That's the thing. That's what's changed for me recently is I'm on online dating apps. But I find that the messages that I get are really redundant and boring and plain. I call my dating app inbox the barn because it's just full of hey. It's just hey, 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 hey.
I mean, you do have people in your inbox, but they're all closet cases who are deeply ashamed to even be associated with someone like you.
Yeah, like I said, I've been on hormones for the past year. It's been wild. I've been living full-time as a woman for a year now, and it's very exciting. Although I'm very new to it, and I find that even the misogynistic, problematic ways that people treat me are still validating. And I apologize if I'm setting back the feminist movement, but every time any one of my guy friends interrupts me, I'm like, yes, daddy, do it again. Interrupt me again. Tell me more about NFTs. What's that? What's crypto? I'm sorry, I will play up the damsel in distress angle. I will wander the aisles of a Home Depot just being like, what's this? I'm lost. I'm lost. Can a big, strong, burly man help me? Oh, no.
Ugh, look at you flouncing around. You make your own family uncomfortable. You know that, right? You can see it in their eyes. You could have been a doctor. You could have made them proud. But you've chosen, I don't know, whatever this is.
All right, well, that's my time. Thank you very much, everybody. Play me out. Listen, sorry, everybody. Sorry if that voice, if that interfered with the whole set, if that kind of distracted from the enjoyment. I call it my inner heckler. It's in 16 years that I've been doing stand-up comedy, there's a certain archetype of a heckler that I'm used to. He's a pot-bellied guy. He's angry that I've interrupted his sanctity of NASCAR by going up there and talking about tucking my dick between my legs. I get it. But usually, when the show is over, I get to go home and leave that guy in his sad little world. But my inner heckler follows me around everywhere. It's the first voice I hear in the morning, it's the last voice I hear at night, and it harasses me every moment in between. Isn't that right?
You're a fraud and you don't deserve any of this attention. Attention.
See what I mean? Right on cue. Darkness, my old friend. But the problem is, with an inner heckler like that, it showed up at an early age and it's been consistent my entire life. Like when I discovered in my preteens that I had a cross-dressing habit, that was the first voice that I heard. It shamed me into hiding this deep, dark secret, and I took it as a given. It was so strong and so vocal that this secret that I had to die with it. This was something that I had to take to my grave, and I took that as a given. And it corroded my self-esteem for 29 years of my life. So here I am, picture me, 29 years old. I am treating myself the way I feel I deserve to be treated. I'm hooking up with randoms. I'm drinking every day. I'm treating my body. Yes, okay. All right. Me and this guy are partying after the show, I guess. I'm trying to build a moment of pathos, but he's like, yeah, tell me more. All right. But like, it was more of a self-destructive thing. It wasn't a fun party thing. Like half the time I didn't know where I was, who I was with. It was this closeted experience. Everybody that I was hooking up with was closeted too. And I would sit across from these guys every single night and listen to them tell me, unload all their shame on me to tell me how disgusted they were with themselves and how ashamed they were that they would be attracted to somebody like me. And on a certain level, how do you not internalize that who you are as a person, everything that you stand for, everything that you represent is painful to other people, that I'm inflicting harm on other people just by being myself. And so I was going down a pretty dark path, and it took realizing my own mortality to finally be like, you know what? If I'm just going to go out in a blaze of glory, I might as well reach out to someone else just to feel seen, just to feel recognized. And so I took a chance on my gay uncle from San Francisco. Pretty safe bet, yeah. My gay uncle responds back, he's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. This is amazing. Let me do you this favor. He flies me out to San Francisco for a week, and I get to meet all these awesome queer people. I get makeovers. He takes me to his salon-owning friend who like puts a nice little do on me. We go shopping. It's the best experience in my life, and for the first time in my entire life, I started to question whether this voice that told me I was so shameful and disgusting, maybe, just maybe it was wrong. You know? So... Yeah. So, not to be too dramatic, but I don't think I came out of a closet so much as I came out of a casket, you know? I came out lying down, and now I'm standing up. That's a triumph, isn't it? Yeah.
That was the most masturbatory thing these people have ever heard. You are such a narcissist.
You know, see, even when I try to be positive about something, that voice just comes in and just cuts my legs out from underneath me. Just has to ruin a good moment. I mean, did you call me a narcissist? Like, aren't you overcorrecting to the point where I hate myself? Isn't that the problem?
Listen, you've enjoyed a shit ton of privileges to make life a breeze, and people have always had high expectations for you. If you don't meet them with humility, everyone will leave you behind. You have to stay modest and likable. Otherwise, you'll find yourself with no allies.
Well, that's not exactly true, is it? I mean, I have my dad. I have my best friend Steve, who's here tonight. I have my best buddy, yeah. I have Josh and Lauren. Let me tell you guys, check this out. Let me tell you about Josh and Lauren real quick. So after I came out to my uncle, my secret of confidence started to slowly expand. I started to feel a little more emboldened to tell people. And so I'm on the road, me and my best comedian friend, sorry Steve, me and my best comedian friend Josh. And he's a real like, go get him bud kind of dude, you know what I mean? A real bro-y guy, always doing this with his fingies. And we're on the road, and I decided to tell him about this cross-dressing habit. I like dressing up, I called it. And he was like, bro, dude, you have to fucking tell people about this on stage, bro. This is so fucking funny. I was like, are you serious, Josh? This shameful secret that I thought I would die with, you want me to tell a room full of strangers in a comedy club? What if they laugh at me? You know what I mean? God forbid they would laugh at me at a comedy club about this shit. But he was insistent. And so finally I caved, and I was like, yes, let's do this. So we wrote a handful of jokes, we prepped, and the night comes. I'm at Vancouver Yuck Yucks, and I'm doing my shtick. I'm 7 minutes in. Lauren, the club owner, gives me extra time because she's like, I don't care how long you need. This moment is significant, and we need to make sure that you're taken care of and supported. Mwah, beautiful. I love it. So 7 minutes into my shtick, my wacky inflatable arm man routine, I've got the audience pumped up and psyched, and the moment I feel it in my heart starts climbing up into my throat, and my mouth gets really dry, and I get really small. I crawl to the back of the stage, and I slouch down, and I half hide behind the microphone, and every fiber of my being is screaming at me to bail and to go into my closer and just call it a night. But I stumble out the words, listen, guys, every once in a while, I like dressing like a woman. And the woos and the cheers and the response, the uproarious applause, They fucking laughed at all my jokes. I loved it. 5 minutes of smashing material about, I don't know, finding the baguette bags in the women's stalls, not knowing what that shit's about. Ladies, if you could tell me what the baguette bags are, still trying to figure that one out. So it was amazing. And since then, it's been incredible for my career. I'm headlining Just for Laughs in the fall. I'm taking off. My life is wicked. Yes, all because of that. Yeah. Unfortunately, my personal life can be a lot more complicated.
You really should never have signed on for this thing. You're not a drag queen. You knew you weren't like any of the others from the start. You're not fierce, graceful, sassy. There will always be this space separating you from everyone you meet, including the ones who claim to love you. Mark my words, Alval. Continuing down this trans comedian path, you will end up alone. Unlovable. A freak. A weirdo. A pervert.
I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. I can't help but apologize. I feel like I have to apologize every fucking day, every second for who I am and who I've become. Like, you make it so fucking hard to access love from the people around me. I can't look my own family in the fucking eyes without feeling like all these changes that I'm going through, I'm fucking hurting them. Like, why do you have to keep taking me back to that day driving home from my parents' cottage in Wasaga, just scream crying out the window, I'm sorry. I never wanted to turn out like this. I never wanted to be like this. I could have been everything everyone wanted. Why do you treat me this way?
Val, haven't you figured out yet why I'm here? Why I do what I do?
For fuck's sake, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Just fucking tell me already.
Well, I'm your protector. I'm a maternal instinct. I've been looking out for you since childhood, watching those flamboyant kids get tortured every day at school. I didn't want that for you. I kept you safe. I bled so you didn't have to.
You did?
I've done everything in my power to keep you safe. I'm the last thing standing between you and complete abandonment. I've helped you assimilate, become a safely charming person in a punishingly judgmental world.
I think I get it. I think I understand. You know what? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. I get that you were trying to keep me safe, but your protection at this point is suffocating me, dude. That night at Vancouver Yuck Yucks, right before I came out, your voice was deafening, and it was the most courageous, best fucking thing I could have ever done in my whole life, ignoring you. You've made this drag heels experience so much fucking harder than it had to be. This whole process, I've just been looking at my act like, what the fuck am I doing? This sucks. It's so verbose and long and self-indulgent and masturbatory. Fuck, you make dancing so hard. I can find no joy in dance because you're always fucking there snipping at me. I'm gonna dance the crap out of the closing number just to spite you.
Don't you dare.
Oh yeah! Watch me, motherfucker! Watch me!
Dance? What are they gonna think of you?
I couldn't care less what people think of me. Fuck, man. You make living so much harder than it has to be. I get that you're trying to keep me safe, but safe isn't alive. You know what? I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I know you may never truly be gone. But until you can treat me with the kindness that I deserve, I have to play you out. Thank you. My name's Alval.
Everybody's on fire. Ooh, ooh. When the people turning, we can keep on turning. Everybody stops, but we just keep on running. So we take our time. Yeah, we that new type. We gon' come together. We can take whatever. They can strike us down, but we just getting better. Yeah, it feels so right. Check it out, now you're looking at the new type.